this and that on purpose for people to have fear. They want to promote fear. When we read the Bible, it says that God didn't give us the spirit of fear. That's the enemy. So the devil, he really tried to manipulate people. Like my dad says the other day, he says if you want to hide something from people, then put it in plain sight. And that's exactly what the devil does. He puts it in plain sight and make people go super crazy.
Racism is not about fear. It's about controlling resources over other people. And white people, excuse me. And
another point that I would like to make is
so people can't finish their sentence on here? Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so white people are never going to give up their only advantage in society, which is racism. So these conversations are kind of ridiculous because your white privilege comes from racism. And you can have all of these little conversations about grandstanding and empathy and deconstruction, but it's all a fallacy to just make yourself feel better. Because how exactly are you going to remove your whiteness from the system, ma'am?
So that's the thing.
Can you let her answer, sir?
So I want to say necessarily that's a fallacy. It's actually
racism is a tradition passed down to
racism is an economic system. Are you going to answer that question, ma'am?
Well, it seems to be the only thing that's been raised down with y'all, but not us.
But let me ask you a question. Can you be born as a racist?
Can you let her answer the question, bro?
Guys,
hang on.
Hey, so I don't have a moderator. So I would like us to acknowledge when two boxes are alike. Let's be mindful to not just, we can interject and we can have a word, but we need to be mindful for people in the comments, our viewers, and each other when we can't hear each other. So if I start saying, are we sea lions, I would like you to hear that and take a step back to try to get the conversation in a better flow state, because what we just had right now was not a flow state, and people can't be heard.
Yeah, so are you going to answer my question or no?
Well, I kind of couldn't hear it.
Yeah, so how can you remove your whiteness from the system that gives you the advantage that you say is wrong?
Sadly, I can acknowledge the system exists, and I can acknowledge that I benefit from it, but for me to personally do anything about it...
How do you benefit yourself, ma'am?
So again, I don't understand why...
No. I want her definition of why she benefits.
I think I benefit just by...
Be quiet, dude. Let her speak.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a hostile one. Be quiet. We got a hostile one here.
Okay. Hey, guys, let's be nice to each other.
We're trying to get a little too hostile.
We're going to be nice to each other.
I'm just saying, let her make her point. You don't need to interrupt.
But you didn't answer my question, host.
Jesus Christ, you can't shut the fuck up, King.
Hey, we don't cuss
he want to argue.
God damn, let me chill, bro.
Yeah,
hey, guys.
He needs to shut the fuck up.
He should have
Be quiet.
Are we sea lions? We're not sea lions. Okay,
No, we're humans, ma'am. I'm trying to listen to your point.
Let me calm down. It's
okay, we're just gonna go based off of what
guys, I'm good. How have I deviated off of anything other than what we're trying to talk about?
He's trying to be Nick Fuentes, and it's not working.
Hi, everybody. Okay,
I'm just saying.
So we're gonna introduce
the guy that I'm saying this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we introduce another rule in here? So, we're not going to insult our fellow panelists. I don't want to hear.
No one said anything against you, ma'am.
No, I'm not even talking about me. I don't want to hear cussing in this panel. For one, we're not going to use any slurs in here. We're not going to bait each other, and we're not.
I'll go at him, without cussing. That's cool.
Yeah,
okay, so if I had to, I'm going to answer the question now. If we're going to talk about the most simple forms of me as a white person and how I benefit. Oh my God. Okay, so really, one of the ways we can start thinking about is we can look at it from economic benefits. We can look at from legal and criminal justice system how we benefit, even the education.
No, specifically, you're trying to act like you benefit specifically. Tell me how it does that for you specifically. Not economically, not. Hey, guys, be quiet.
You're being misogynistic.
Don't many people talk. She can answer for herself.
How about we start with...
You're the only one who's cutting, hold on, Limitless, real shit. You're the only one who's cutting people off.
No, you just need to be quiet.
Answer the question.
She's a woman. She can speak for herself.
Are we sea lions? Are we sea lions? Are we sea lions? We're not sea lions.
You got it, Mia.
Okay, so let's start with Mia.
Stop being a bunch of bitches and let her speak
for
herself.
What did I say about cussing?
So are you just gonna keep allowing this?
So
one of the
that would be the quickest and easiest way, correct?
That's a fake AI page, but that's a fake
I'm so bad for questions.
Limitless, I really want to give you the benefit of...
Please, doing nothing wrong, man.
Good morning,
The fact that he's still up here,
USA.
you've been giving him the benefit of a doubt.
No,
So.
it's
Yeah,
more
like-
the fact of because I've had difficult people on panels before, and we've gotten them to change their perspectives and their footing
This
and
is a
how the way they
troll,
talk.
though, ma'am.
Keeps
Limitless?
interrupting.
Nigga, you
everyone.
ain't changing my mind.
Oh my god, a white
Yeah,
person
see
just
how that
said
works?
the N-word. Please get him out of here.
All right, just want to make that real clear.
You see how that
You're
works?
not changing my mind.
Mia, please get him out of here.
You
Thank
see
you.
how that works?
There
Thank
are
you.
certain words that I can't accept up
Yeah,
here.
nah, that was wild. Let's keep it cool. Everybody is trying to keep it cool. He was the only one trying to argue.
I've had very
Please.
difficult panelists before, and it's taken them a few times. Like, people are re-allowed up here on the premise of will they act better? Will they actually want to engage in a intellectual conversation?
Hmm.
So, but sometimes it's a little more difficult when I first started my lives because I haven't done lives as many times as maybe people think, in the sense of we're probably like I haven't even done 20 lives. This is so exhausting. I can't even do this like once a week sometimes.
Can you explain
Valid.
that bottom part where you said you've seen racism from both sides?
But for like example, I've seen a white person go onto a black panel and be called like what is the one thing I've heard, like monkey chumps or something, and like I've seen them get completely hated on when they try to be allies and try to understand, but really what happens is that the entire panel will just bash on them and say they're better, they're this, they're inferior, they need to like, it's almost like reverse in a sense. It's going to be, what's the correct word?
So racism is words?
No, like there's different types of racism out there.
Like what?
Yo, look at the comments. Look what he just said.
Like what are
Ain't
the
even
what are the
reading
what are the
what boy
different types
on.
of racism? There's 4.
There's yeah, no, I'm trying to think because I'm kind of in that headspace.
Good morning, USA.
Yeah, could I make a point?
So let me just say
Yes.
this:
I have
is
never heard of that one.
Can I just make a point that racism can only exist towards people who are actively.
Oh, I know this one. This person's been up
I
here.
got a
before.
feeling that is
No,
going
they
to
haven't
be
been
a
up here.
wonderful day.
Interesting.
Racism can
Hello.
only exist towards people who are actively and have actively been oppressed. So, like, I understand what you're saying as far as the bottom, as far as, like, maybe people online are saying, like, mean shit to white people. But it's like that doesn't necessarily equate.
So how do I say, in the sense of what we see as racism when we talk about what does racism look like from a white person to a black person's perspective, right? What happens when a black person acts that way to a white person?
So
we're going to
again-
call it
I
something
call that
different.
prejudice.
that's
Yeah,
not.
we're going to call that
They get hit with
prejudice.
racism.
How is that
and
prejudice?
What, nigga?
You're specific towards one certain
What
thing.
does
That's
prejudice mean?
I'm just
Be
saying, I
specific towards
feel
one
like in the
certain thing.
sense, when we're looking at behavior, no matter what we call it, we want to call it prejudice, we want to call it racism. Two different views of being treated, in my opinion, especially in today's world, is going to be
Words
treated
have
someone
meaning,
the same
though.
way.
So we just can't make definitions for words. So what is
No.
prejudice?
What made you
A
think that we have a
pacifica-
definition for a word?
What is prejudice?
Real question is, why can't black and white people get along?
Why do
bro?
you
Like,
keep
this-
giving her an out? Can you let them answer the question first? Because they said they already acknowledged they didn't know the 4 types of racism. So what is prejudice?
You're looking at it based on attitude. You're looking at it based on like stereotypes. It's going to be positive and negative connotations. It's like a belief about a specific group of people, and it's not.
That's not
something
what a
that you're going to
prejudice
act
is,
on.
ma'am.
It is what a
No, it's
prejudice
not.
is.
Is what prejudice is,
Prejudice?
and also all
Okay, so
forms
can
of
somebody look up
racism
the
are just
definition?
racism.
Can
It
some-
doesn't even matter.
Which
It all
is the
stems
kind
from the
of the-
same amount.
If I see exactly people, if I see someone treating a black person in a racist way, but then I go see that specific black person then treating a white girl in that very same way, how are you not going to call that behavior exactly what it is? You can call it prejudice or you can call it racism.
No, we
but
can
they're
call it what
synonymous.
it is, and you don't even know what prejudice is.
Prejudice is a
Brother.
prejudgment, an opinion,
Based on
or
what?
rather an attitude.
Based on
formed by
what?
having
It's
full
not an
information.
attitude, but it's based on what?
It's like you can't hear the words that she
Please
says.
don't
Is it
judge me.
misogyny?
Based
Do you know how you define misogyny?
Oh my.
So it's a
And-
preconceived
Get
notion.
ugly.
You got
before
another
it gets
troll up here.
beautiful.
You got another troll.
I'm not a troll, bro.
I would like
Singing
everyone
isn't helping.
So this type of panel is really where we hear each other, try not to fully interrupt, and we don't do this. So it's hard to get a nice flow state in here. But I am begging all of you to find it in your peace of mind to try to bring yourself to a level to have a conversation, even if you feel like you might need to get defensive in here. Even we sometimes have been in places, like in a last live that I was in, where I felt the need to get defensive, and that does not help the conversation move forward.
Okay, so a preconceived notion based on what?
About a person or a group, like a group of people.
No,
So
ma'am.
let's say
I'm asking, what is it based off of? The prejudice.
It can be positive or negative. It's preconceived notions.
Based on what?
Based on what I'm seeing right now, gender, sex, or
A
religion.
preconceived notion not rooted in fact, experience, or rationale. So do black people have an experience with white people that would lead them to opinions about them?
Yes.
So how can they be prejudiced to white people when they have
That is a
rationale
fact.
and experience?
He has a point, actually.
They can't be race or prejudiced. That's true.
This is a
So we're
fact.
just gonna forget about the
Okay,
people
so
that
host,
still
you didn't
getting-
know what prejudice mean. You didn't know what the 4 types of racism. So like I'm confused on
No,
why
I know the 4 types of racism.
No,
What
the
are
4
they?
types of racism, though, all stem from racism.
But it's all
Congratulations.
constructed from a white world, though. Like, we do have to acknowledge that. Because we weren't the ones who created racism. White people were.
Okay, but here's the craziest thing is that we live in the United States and all of our language is from the Latin root. Yes, it's a word created, but most of our U.S. English dictionary is also created from European things. It's a word usually, it is used to coin exactly how we treat one another or someone of a minority and oppress a group regardless. So when you say a white person cannot be, well, can a white person also not be mean? Can they also not be sad? These are also words we created in Latin that we use towards each other. And I think it's such an interesting notion that we can't use words to describe an action or a feeling or whatever else something is being done to another person.
So do you agree racism is a system?
That was a good point, too.
Do you agree racism is a system?
Racism is a system. It was created,
Okay,
but again,
that's all I asked. That's all I asked. Okay, so what system have black people created to oppress white people then, since we can be racist?
What I'm saying is the United States itself is a Latin-based United States English language.
It's Germanic. But what does it have to do with what I asked you?
Well, I don't know if it's Germanic. It's
Germanic, yes.
Do you have a sociology degree, really?
Yeah.
So again, if racism is a system, what system have black people created to oppress white people?
There is none. That's the answer.
I'm asking the host, sir.
Hold on.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Hence why black people cannot be racist. Like, that's the point of it.
Taj Malik, welcome up here.
I'm agreeing with you.
But you're giving her an out. She won't answer.
I'm not giving her an out. I'm agreeing with you.
Well, I asked twice and we never got an answer.
Because give me a second. I'm also tired.
I don't think talking about the different types of racism offers any utility because it all stems from systemic racism, right?
It does. So there's your general definition, and then you have your individual, you have your interpersonal, you have your institutional, and then what's that, structural?
What's the difference?
But is there utility
What's the difference between
it?
institutional and structural racism?
What white man is getting his ass beat for being racist? I'll wait.
That's redundant.
I would really like people to go on more black panels and see when white people try to go up there.
You know what? I'm gonna let you have that time.
So what's the difference between institutional and structural racism?
What did you say to me? Did you say something to me?
Not to you. I didn't speak to you.
No, but in this moment, hold on. I need to step away for just a second. The panel needs to open up for a second. So you guys talk to each other. I know I need to leave because I do need to go do something really quickly.
You finna go Google some shit.
And if the conversation is about racism, why wouldn't we talk about the 4 types of racism, people? That doesn't make sense.
So I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would say that all forms of racism stem from systemic racism. So to talk about like individual racism, that would not exist without systemic racism. So like
you're saying when people act out of ignorance, they're just ignorant, or are they racist?
Why racism isn't about ignorance? So I don't.
It's
So that means
systematic.
anybody can go to anybody and say what they want to say.
I would say they act in a racist way because they've been influenced by the system of racism, right? Because without the system of racism, there would be no interpersonal racism.
Who created this system is the
So
real
why
question.
they throw innocent people in
White
jail?
people.
So
Exactly.
are you saying
So what is the
that
question?
hold on, are you saying the system came before interpersonal?
No.
That's literally
Nah,
what
God
you're
came
saying,
before
man.
anybody.
You
They
literally
were
said
created
we wouldn't
together,
have. I don't know why they keep. You said we wouldn't have interpersonal racism without the system.
right now. So if there was no system of racism, I don't believe I believe
That's
that
what I just
interpersonal
said.
racism stems from the system of racism
That's what I
today.
just said, ma'am.
No, but you said like we wouldn't ever have had it, and I don't agree with that.
Carson.
So would there be interpersonal racism without a system that influences people to be
No,
racist?
I don't believe so.
Okay,
No,
so
I don't
you're
believe so.
you're
like 3
agreeing.
times.
I don't know why you're disagreeing then.
Everybody say hello
I
to your
don't know if I
moderator.
understood really.
Carson, I missed you.
I don't think
need
you
a
understand
moderator.
any of this, to be
Who
honest.
Carson, twin?
I may not understand it, but I'm willing to learn.
No, you're
So,
not.
okay, we need to talk about how this panel actually works, and I might not have the mindset to handle it at its full force. Carson is one of my many mods, and I have several mods, and they usually rotate through. So really, it's about perspective. This is about tolerance. This is about trying to step forward together. This is what this panel is majoritively what it is about. Not so much the nitpicking and the nitty-gritty of it all. Like I said, this panel in and of itself is a social experiment to see, can we get two different sides of people to, by the end of the live, be able to be kind to each other? Can we step forward? This is usually what it is, and that's why I usually have
For
a
what
mixed
purpose,
panel.
though?
Because we see improvement.
To see what?
Do you have any boundaries?
But how can we
There
move
are
forward
boundaries.
when we
There
don't
are a
even know
lot
the
of boundaries
basics?
that I
What
do
are the
put up.
boundaries? I would like to know them.
One, so Carson,
The
I need
N word.
yeah, it's not even just the N word.
Absolutely.
No, I would like to know the boundaries. I was just giving you like a sort of.
I would love.
teaser.
Okay, hold on. I will go over the
We
rules
are
once
the world.
when I go over
Don't
the
I
rules.
keep singing? Get him
I mean,
out.
you have the rules right up there. We can all read it. Like,
They're part of the rules. There are more. They just all couldn't fit.
I can't sing, twin. You ain't
Hey,
got to
stop
I'm sorry,
interrupting
I have
me,
some visual.
please.
Okay, Taj Malik, get off mute and share some of the rules. You're one of my panelists who have grown so much over the time in being here. And do you want to share what you've learned in here and what the improvements you've seen and how you've been able to talk in here? Because you're up here. You're one of those people. I don't know if you're currently there, but how about you give light on what we do in this panel?
Type.
We try to get along in here unless somebody get disrespectful.
Type. Simple and plain.
Okay.
Disrespectful.
How you doing, yo? It's been a long time, yo.
I know. I haven't seen you up here in a minute.
well, I think
just got
I
my
think it's
page
disrespectful
back. I
to
just
say
got
that
my
black
page
people can be
back.
racist to white people when you don't even know what racism is.
No, I know
Just
what
got-
racism is.
What is it?
Do
But
you
we are
accept
the
that on the
world, though,
panel?
y'all.
We already said
Do you
that.
accept people that think that black people can be racist on the panel?
I believe. Oh,
Well, she
Texas,
believes
stop
it, so why
process
wouldn't
on me.
she?
Say it again.
She believes
Oh
it, so
my
why
God.
wouldn't she?
Oh my God, you believe that black people can be racist?
That's what she said.
You're an absolute moron. You
What
cannot
the fuck?
possibly
Yo,
have a
what's going
sociology
on?
degree.
Oh, hell no.
White people
You
cannot
can't
experience
possibly have a
racism.
sociology. I mean, you can't possibly have that degree. You can't. You can't
Okay,
possibly.
we aren't going to be rude to each other.
Are you fucking kidding me? By saying black people can be racist, you're being fucking rude.
I would
True.
love to
Say something real
You're
quick.
not gonna take personal
my
digs
God.
at people.
That's not a personal fucking dig. It's
You just
sociology.
said she shouldn't have a sociology major, so let's
Because
not bring
it's
that up.
literally sociology.
Yep,
Black
and
people
it's hanging
cannot be
right there. I
racist.
can take down
I'll
this
say
prop and
something.
show it to you if you want so
Please.
badly, people.
Please. Tell me how black
con-
people can be racist.
What power
Could
do
I
we
say
have
something?
remotely to be
She's
racist
gonna tell
in a
you that
way
we can
would
say a
affect
word that's
anyone?
Oh my
mean to
God.
white
They need
people.
black
Moderator,
people.
I need
How
you to
do black people benefit from the system of white supremacy?
Remotely. Someone please.
Could I say
Exactly.
Immediately.
Capitalize on
I want
page.
to know how black people benefit from white supremacy, please.
And the crowd goes silent because there is none.
You gotta stop that,
She has
man.
proof. She has proof. Please,
Where is
let's
it?
offer her. Yes.
Is it an
I
AI
can't wait
article
to
or
see
is it
your
a real
proof
article?
that black people benefit from white supremacy.
I'd love to see it
Could I-
because I haven't experienced
say
it
something
yet.
Where
real
did you
quick?
get your sociology degree?
Can y'all let them have the back and forth without
May I say
interrupting
something
y'all?
real quick?
Can y'all let them have the back and
I
forth?
got my John from
Talking. Let's go one at a time, or we will start with the timers.
Oh my god. Actually, this is actually scary.
Lemon, hold on. In the sense of systemic and structural racism, no, a white person cannot be racist towards a black person. But we're
Interpersonal racism doesn't really exist because of the system.
How do you say one person?
Because
is
the
racist?
system
how
did
you
not
think about
exist.
cops beating her ass?
Hold on. Think
George
about
Floyd.
it. So if we're looking
Oh
at
my
individual
god.
in
Are you actually fucking kidding me right
Rodney
now?
King.
If I call you a cracker, is that racism?
Yes.
No.
It is.
Hold up, cracker isn't even a racial slur.
It's classism.
Cracker is not a racial slur.
Cracker stimulated from white
It's not
people
a racist
with
slur.
black people. It's not racist.
Why are
That's
y'all
what slaves
interrupting
called
them,
their
man?
best.
Let them have the
Classist,
dialogue, bro.
That's true. White people call other white people crackers,
Oh my
yo.
god.
It's
man.
not
It's a
racist.
classist slur.
Yeah, that's where it come from Europe, yo. White people that couldn't really afford food.
Why are y'all
white
running
people
interference,
call
bro?
them
Let them have the
let's look at
conversation.
I'm just
Go get
embarrassed
judged
for
by
you.
God at the end of the
I
day.
would really love to speak right now if we want to talk about
I'm
individual
embarrassed for you.
interpersonal racism.
Can
We're looking at names. We're
be
looking at racist jokes. We're looking at harassment. We're looking at physical violence between two racial groups or ethnic groups. Okay, it's
when
also
we're talking
black
about misogyny? Can you be misogynistic to a man?
Low key, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Yes. Low key.
Hell yeah, Jive Turkey.
You can't
Oh,
be
wow.
misogynistic. A woman cannot be misogynistic to a man. That's why it's a different word for it.
Can you benefit from the system of patriarchy?
Me personally, no.
No, I don't mean you. I mean Mia.
Yeah, she talking to Mia. I don't know why y'all keep answering for her.
My fault, brother.
Why is he so pressed? Like, how would we know?
Because we can't have a conversation. She's literally talking to Mia this whole time, but y'all
Mia,
keep chirping.
Okay, she didn't address me. Boy, shut your ass up. The fuck?
Guys, stop interrupting.
Capitalize on pain.
Nigga, annoying as fuck. You talking to Mia? How we supposed to know?
Mia, can you benefit from patriarchy?
I feel like patriarchy, especially in today's world, has been skewed very differently than it used to be. So, in
How
all
so?
honesty, the patriarchy.
But what does that have to do with what I'm saying right now? Does patriarchy still exist right now? And can you benefit from patriarchy?
Is somebody driving? You can't do that.
Hey, hey.
Is it Mia?
Oh, it's not me.
Hey, now I'm in my car. Beep, 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 beep.
There are limited ways in how a woman can benefit from patriarchy, but those are kind of
How?
different in a sense. Well, it's interesting because
what is that?
People who benefit from the patriarchy
Wait,
are going
what
to be
is
well.
the V thing?
It has to be spit. Everybody
I can't do it. I can't do it. It's not me.
She doing a live out the whip.
Jesus.
It was spit.
Who is it?
Spit.
Oh, okay. Well, we're looking at from the white and like wealthy upper class, cisgender, heterosexual, able-bodied. We're looking at from
How can women benefit from patriarchy?
What the hell is that?
In some of the limited ways that women can.
No, but you're talking about separate systems, right? So how do women benefit from patriarchy? Not ableism, not classism, not white supremacy, not racism. How do women benefit from patriarchy?
So this is something that I don't talk about often, so I need to think about.
Can you please? Oh yeah, I would appreciate that. You do.
I usually spend most of my time on like racial conversations and stuff.
And I understand that, but I think it's important to bring it into a perspective that you and I as white women can really understand, because I'm a 43-year-old white woman. I have dealt with patriarchy for a lot of my life, and I didn't have the terms to define them, define what I was experiencing, right? But now that I do, and I understand the intersectionality of all of these systems and how Black people cannot be racist because they do not benefit from the system of white supremacy in the same way that women cannot benefit from fucking patriarchy. And I know that you as a woman,
I definitely know.
She's absolutely correct on both points. I don't know why you keep refuting it, Mia, and I've been trying to get where it's going.
There
but,
are
if you get older, Mia, get older and see if you continue to benefit.
I think it just
from
comes down to a
patriarchy.
misunderstanding of what racism actually is. But I kind of want to answer the question because I've been sitting here for a real long time.
You will never benefit
Hey,
from
I've been
systems
waiting
of
way longer than
dominance.
you, bro. I ain't gonna
I
even
had
hold
no
you.
clue. I had no clue, honestly. But
There are certain advantages, but they are limited. They aren't exactly the best. It doesn't mean that.
What are the advantages that women have from men gatekeeping power from women?
No, like when we're looking at the patriarchy as a whole, we're gonna see like social status, we're gonna see economic and marital security, we're gonna see protection and safety, which is not talked about enough. But we're talking about
You're a conservative.
No.
You're talking about everything through this weird religious conservative lens.
Yeah, that was a
You're
bad
talking
take.
about for protection and safety, as if men are not the ones most likely to unalive their intimate partners.
Actually,
or not even.
Do you realize it recently came out in a study that most women in their marriages actually start physical violence?
You do not have a sociology degree. I swear to show it right now. Show it.
How do I remove this?
Show it, don't tell it.
How do I remove this down? Hold on.
Oh, she about to remove your butt.
Oh, no, I'm not removing her. I have it right here. I'm just trying to see how do I change it. How do I remove this? Carson, do you know how I do this?
God is good. God is great.
I don't know if you can change the background while you're on live.
All you have to do is hit the green screen and it takes away your prompt. And you will have your camera.
Oh, see, I don't use this that often. In the sense of this part. But now it's just asking me to select another picture. Nope, there it is.
You better watch a YouTube video.
Oh, that's that YouTube plaque you got. That's what's up.
Can I see it closer, please?
I mean, we could barely see that. I'm not that interested in the degree because not every.
Not
everyone with the
because
degree
you're
is
saying
intelligent.
bullshit.
Not everyone with the degree is intelligent.
It says sociology though. Like honestly, it says sociology.
I told you.
Honestly, that's unbelievable to me that you can be this
Will you
ignorant
stop with
and
the
have a
sociology
degree,
degree, please?
This is enough.
Yeah,
some people can be tired. Some people can also be lacking in what they're talking about. And sometimes we go on, because usually I turn on this live for other people to have a conversation in a safe place with the rules that I have up. It's not usually also me on blast like that. That's also rude. Which is fine. If she wants to put me on blast, that's fine.
But can you prove
But
her
I
wrong
told
though?
Can you
because if patriarchy is the gatekeeping of power from
we
women
talk
by
about
men.
patriarchy in the sense of that it's majoritively a bad thing, yes. But if we're going to look deeper into it, there's a reason patriarchy in and of itself has lasted so fucking long, hasn't it? Right? Why have we stuck to it?
So are you saying
because one group of
wait a
people
minute.
have held on to power for a long
Are
time?
you arguing that longevity gives legitimacy to a power system, regardless of the effects of the power system?
White people have been the majority in the government. Is our government good?
Well, she can only
No, our
answer
government
one
is
question
not
at a
good.
time.
Okay.
I can't do that many questions. No, our current government is shit.
Okay, so are you making the argument that longevity gives legitimacy to a power system?
Hey, yo, free Dave Chappelle.
No.
Oh, but that's what you just did. You just said, well, we've had it this long. Okay,
Well,
we've
we're
had
also
racism.
talking about
We've had racism for centuries. Does that make it good?
longevity could be equal in my sense. We can see it become cemented, may not be agreed with, but we can see it take root. We can see it take effect. We see dictatorships, doesn't mean that they're right, but they can happen for so long a country can't really function.
But what's the relevance in saying that?
That's not true.
What's the
That's
relevance?
just
Question: are y'all trying to use AI to frame us and throw us in jail?
What is the relevance? What is the relevance in saying that though?
Carson,
you know the media full of dirty tricks. Only God can judge me.
Carson, I feel like I'm.
Why are you trolling so much? Are you 12?
Well, some people
don't
believe
Stop
that.
talking over each other. When Mia's box is blue, you stop talking.
So, in all honesty, I might just not have the mindset to be on these panels at this moment in time. And honestly, usually when we're talking, it's a different skew. Because Carson, this isn't usually the conversation that we're having, is it?
No, this conversation has been very personal digs and rude.
To be fair, I haven't had a chance to say anything. I wasn't going to talk about you at all, Mia, to be honest.
It's not even just about me. It's like, people do have their better days when they're talking about stuff. And really sometimes, especially during the holiday season, I'm letting people just come up here to talk to each other. Again, with the rules that I have set up in order to have a conversation with each other in a nice way.
We've normally gotten along.
Exactly.
Well, let's establish a talking
Well, I
order.
mean, I don't think
and
that
I
it's
think
a.
that's
I don't think
yeah.
that it's a personal dig. I just don't think
usually
you're.
there
I
is
just
a
don't think you're
talking
educated
order.
on the topic that much, to be honest.
No, I'm at. Okay, Taj Malik, can you get off mute? You've been on here so much. Would you say unusual? I'm usually on game. I'm usually on point, and I usually know what I'm talking about.
People have asked you the basic definition of words,
Free
and you
Michael
didn't have an
Jordan.
answer.
Sometimes.
And then he's up here
I mean,
saying
I
free
could
Michael
be extremely tired, but I still remember the definition of words.
No, sometimes I honestly don't. Sometimes I'm too tired.
Too tired to. Okay.
No, because sometimes when you're trying to think about it,
Free reparations.
Taj Malik, can you give me a hand here? I feel like I'm losing.
Yo, can we just restart, have a talking order, and then just kind of bring it all to order and restart and kind of decenter you and just restart and have a talking order? That'll probably solve
How
it.
about you just answer the prompt? Let's start with you then.
Okay, fine. All right, we'll start with me.
Mia,
Yes, Taj Malik.
yeah, listen, you know why you feel like you're wrong, yo? Because you are. That 42-year-old white lady was goddamn putting down she was dropping straight fucking facts, yo. That's what she was doing. So why you kick her?
Well, there it is. So
Why you kick her?
What are you talking about?
She kicked her because it was too much pressure.
Why you kick her?
Free all the black people in America.
What are we talking about now?
Yeah, I ain't gonna even lie. White people cannot experience no racism. I created this shit.
Gomez, there's a rah-rah.
Yup, he made the Yup.
Gomez Days of Rah Rah was one person that TikTok somehow gave the entire credit for racism to. Like, racism existed in ancient Rome prior to any of these people existing.
This isn't even truly what this panel is for. Oh my god.
hey, so again, if we establish a talking order,
Okay, so why don't you just tell us what the
man.
panel is for and we go from there?
I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America.
Ma'am, that's a troll. I don't know why you keeping him up
man.
here.
Like, this man is irritating as a mug.
We usually talk about people's actual experiences going forward and how we feel about it. And then also, how do we deconstruct, hey, how do we find it in a sense of equal size? We do have racist people come up here, and we also do have advocates come up here. We have different walks of life all try to come up here, and they all talk to each other peacefully.
Yeah, racism has
so there's
nothing
no
to do with
confusion
hate.
about what we want to go on. It's just, can we get a, hey, you talk first, you're second, you're third, and so on and so forth, and then we can begin.
Not even, it had to be a pecking order, but I just feel like this is probably some of the most, how do I say?
So why don't you give us your experience with systemic racism, since all racism is basically systemic.
Drop him.
Man, this is a troll.
Drop
like,
him.
thank
Drop
you.
him. Good God.
So why don't you give us your experience with systemic racism?
Me?
Who wants to come up?
No, the host.
No, at this point, I'm too frazzled. I'm going to put other people up here. I will keep the order as best as possible. I want to hear intellectual thought process because obviously my thought process is not there tonight. And I have to acknowledge that my thought
all right.
process
Well, then I'll go. Because I wanted to go, and here we are. So why can't black people and white people get along? And it is honestly because for the majority, white people do not want to get along. We can see that in our politics, our history, our economy, just everything that happens in this country. I'm in America, and I'm talking about America. So that's why. White people don't want it to happen. That's why it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I agree. White people are not going to give up their advantage in society, which is racism, white supremacy. So it's never going to happen. In these conversations... Huh?
Do you think that all white people think that way? Do you think all
Said
people...
the majority, not all.
Yes, they all believe that way. Because even the ones like you that claim they disagree, you do nothing about it besides talk.
Okay, in all honesty, again, white passing. I understand that. I'm part of two systems.
You're not white passing, you're white.
Oh. Look.
Yeah, you white man.
I really stay so far out of the sun, and I bleach my hair.
Are you being serious right now?
Damn, you are white.
White passing would mean you're biracial and look more like your white side. You're not biracial.
Yeah, you white man.
See, this is what I'm talking about, host. You don't know anything about this subject. You need to leave it alone.
I'll just say this. I'm gonna let's be kind of brief. I would say white tea men are the problem of the world completely. overall, it doesn't matter if it's a problem for other minorities or just people in general, because they are the minority in the world. They are the problem. Even to their own women, they don't want their own women to have the same rights they have. It's about control, power, and everything else. So that's my opinion. However, it shows if you look at history, they're the cause of every single WAR out there. Right now, we have who going around trying to find the WAR throughout the world in different countries, including Nigeria, Iran, all these other places. They are the problem. Their pursuit of greed, power, land, and everything else is
But why are you making a delineation between white men and white women?
Maceo, I do want
That's
to.
what it is, though.
I do want to back it up really quick because you did just call me white, and even though again, like I say, I understand what I look like, and I know I do benefit, but I am Native, and Native people are not white. I am biracial, so.
So one of your parents is
mother or father
100%
Native?
indigenous. One of your parents is 100% indigenous.
Well, I'm on the reservation. I might my
I could be on the reservation too. It don't mean I'm indigenous.
Okay, but again, that is biracial. Like,
so which one of your
necessarily.
parents is which one of your parents is 100% indigenous?
Or mother's like 20%.
my mother's like 80.
80% what?
You are white.
80% what?
We need to stop all talking at one time, please.
You do know it's racist to claim an identity that doesn't apply to you also, right?
But it is my identity.
Okay, so which one of your parents is 100% indigenous?
They don't need to be 100%.
Yes, to be biracial, you have to have a parent of two different races. Yes, you do.
Do you understand to be like as like let's say like Chumash, Cherokee, or anything else that has to do with the reservation?
Cherokee is not a race, ma'am.
You don't have to be 100%.
It's only 5 races.
What does biracial mean?
I don't know.
So, especially with Native people,
what does biracial mean?
Who came up with this whole argument?
You have parents of two different races, correct? That's what biracial. Bi means two, racial, race. So which one of your parents is 100% indigenous?
This is my problem. The white tea man came up with this whole...
Yeah, and white tea women went along with it, so stop making a delineation. They're both the problem.
No, because at this point, there are so few natives. It's the issue to say I'm not
Which one of your parents is indigenous?
My mother.
Okay, 100% indigenous.
No, but she's pretty up there. She's probably one of the highest in terms of, her blood percentage in the tribe right now. Not many of us.
What are you talking about?
Someone help me.
So from my understanding, the tribes that do still exist. They're 100% like not on the verge of disappearing. So
and they don't believe in blood quantum either.
Let's stop picking on the subject. Like it's not necessary.
So disrespecting indigenous tribes is okay?
Why would I disrespect my tribe?
You're doing it right now.
How?
Someone just say I'm blue. I'm not blue-eyed. I would really love someone to click and then notice my brown eyes. Like, everyone says I have blue eyes. Knock it off, comments.
Hey, check this out. Who got rid of her tribe? Who terminated her tribe? Who majority terminated her tribe in the first place? The white tea man.
So we look at me, right? And this is such a painful part because I also see this for black mixed children when they're white and that they're black. And they also can't find a space. And there are also movies, literature, all about them not being able to fit in with
they're
either.
Typically welcomed in black spaces. They're typically
I've
not
seen
welcomed.
the opposite effect happen.
What I'm saying is the black community is more welcoming of black
here's the
biracials.
thing. You look at me and you see white, right? But you have to also understand that I was also colonized. So we're not also looking at the nuances of it, right? We're not. We see my blonde hair. We see all the other things about me that scream white. Okay, the joke that we like to make, sometimes the joke we like to make, because we've all seen Pocahontas.
Does a quarter make a half?
I'm not done. I am the host. I'm not done. So when we all look at it and we joke about it, and we have lighthearted jokes, especially within my community. We like to joke about it sometimes. The reason I look the way I do because John Fisk fucking came to the United States and he fucking colonized. We have been colonized at this sense. We look fucking white. A lot of my people are also starting to look whiter and whiter as time fucking passes on. We are also dying as a people. Okay, there is such a small percentage of us. I don't appreciate because you also don't understand. My people are disappearing
because of white people. And you're white.
I understand that, but what happened? What happened to my tribes? What happened to my people?
What is your tribe?
Exactly what happened to them.
Does your tribe believe in blood quantum?
Okay, but the thing is, when you're talking to a native person who has had the colonnade skin tone, do you ever think that maybe for me, as a person who has to live in both feet of those two worlds, that's not sometimes difficult for me in my own identity?
Is your tribe recognized?
Not exactly, because if you're white passing, you get the benefit of being a white person.
You have to understand when I
wait, hold on, because I gotta stop you there. Life is not hard for you.
Do you realize my personal experience isn't yours? So how could you possibly know what people like me, who do not look like my native mother?
This is what I'm gonna tell you.
Your native mother.
What?
Your mother
Yes, your
isn't
native
even
mother.
100% indigenous
Hold
according to you.
on.
I'm gonna start dropping if we're gonna be rude to the host.
Because
Okay,
we can't say things that she just said.
She hasn't said any of that. She's not
She
denying you
literally
anything.
said that her mother is not 100% indigenous. She said that.
But she's still part native.
What percentage?
Most people are.
Why does the percentage matter to you?
Because you
Can I
can't
say
claim
something?
something that you're not.
Look, can I say something?
If I have a card.
If you're a quarter black, are you black?
Oh God.
Look, no matter what she is,
Maceo, hold on, man. You're jumping the gun a lot.
let me just say this.
Here's the question.
We can't sit here and tell somebody what they're not. Just because they don't look like what we think they should look like doesn't mean that they don't have those genes inside. For example, my nephew is African American. His mom is African American. His dad is a white Hispanic Puerto Rican.